Hello, hello, my friends. I have a little post-holiday candle haul to share with you guys. There was a pretty fantastic sale going on over at Kringle Candle after Christmas, and I did indulge a little bit. I have a candle budget every month that I am allowed to spend. Fun fact behind the scenes, you guys, how I determine that is it's basically whatever money I make from YouTube. My husband says you're free to go ahead and reinvest that back into your channel. So just in case you guys are ever curious, that is what sets my candle budget from month to month. But anyways, I had some money left to spend at the end of the month, and I figured I was going to go ahead and treat myself and take part in the wonderful sale offerings. Now, if you are part of the Kringle Facebook group over on, well, Facebook, obviously, you may have noticed Mick Kittredge chime in and say that there are some new things coming in 2025, and that is why some of these 3 wicks were on such a deep discount. Now, for those of you who are, well, let's just say there was a little bit of some mixed emotions going on when he made that announcement, as well as it is suggested that the country candles may be getting phased out as well at some point. One of the things that I do want to let you guys know that is as an ambassador, the ambassadors have been privy to a little bit of some sneak peeks of some things that are coming around the corner. And so while we are not yet allowed to disclose exactly what those things are, those of you who love 3 wicks, you'll be okay. Trust me, it's okay. So anyways, in today's video, I wanted to share with you what I bought. Like I said, I am an ambassador. None of this is PR. These are all candles that I purchased during the sale. And in fact, all of these are repurchases with the exception of one candle in here. And when I talk about that one candle, it is because it is a fragrance that many of you have suggested, especially over the last month and a half. I saw a lot of you guys say, hey, have you tried this one? I did decide to go ahead and purchase it upon all of your recommendations. So let's not waste any more time. As always, all of the candles that I'm talking about today will be listed and linked in the description box down below, as well as with timestamps. I do have a discount code with Kringle. It is Katie15. It should save you 15% off of your purchase with them. It is an affiliate code eligible for commission, so please only use that if you are comfortable. I did also want to mention that I do have children home while I am filming this video. So if you happen to hear any background noise at some point, just tune it out. I know I say that a lot, but they're being pretty good over there, but I keep waiting for a moment where they will burst out into laughter about something, and that's okay. They're looking at me right now like, oh no, it's going to happen. So, all right, let's go ahead and dive into this haul. So the first candle that I did go ahead and purchase another 3 wick of is my beloved fragrance Christmas. This is the #1 scent, I believe, that sells out during the holidays from Kringle Candle. It's very, very similar to the Times Fraser Fir fragrance. We have fragrance notes listed here of Siberian fir needles, cedarwood, musk, sandalwood, and wood. This to me is like a quintessential warm Christmas tree fragrance. It is not a candle that I would burn this time of year, now that we are in the month of January, but come December, this is a fragrance that I love to burn. It blends well with a lot of other Christmas candles that I have going. It's just a very nostalgic fragrance. And so while it is available now in a 4-wick, I did not get my hands on the 4 wicks, which also were on sale. That one, the Christmas one, sold out before I could get my order in. I do hope that they keep that around, and I would plan to purchase a 4-wick Christmas candle going into, well, this Christmas, I guess. That's kind of weird to say now that it's 2025. But I did purchase a 3-wick of this. I believe all of these 3 wicks, they were on sale for, I want to say, like $10.60. I mean, it was a really, really good deal. I think these normally retail for $26. So I felt like that was a pretty good price to go ahead and purchase some restocks of. Another fragrance that I purchased a backup of, this is now the 3rd one of these that I've had in my possession. I was initially sent this candle in the large 2-wick tumbler when they released. Was this part of the fall collection? I think it was part of the fall collection. This is Warm and Toasty. Fragrance notes on Warm and Toasty are cedar, smoke, sweet, marshmallow, amber, and sugar. So I, like I said, burned through a full 2-wick large tumbler of this. That was the one that I received in PR. I then went ahead and repurchased this in the 3-wick, burned through that one, and guess what? I've got another one here in my stash. I really, really love this fragrance. This to me smells like a sophisticated take on Bath and Body Works Marshmallow Fireside. If you happen to like that fragrance, then you will enjoy this one as well. This one is a little bit more amber heavy, and it's a little bit more, I would say this one smells slightly smokier. You do still get the sweetness of marshmallow in this fragrance, but I really, really like this one. It blends so well with a lot of other fragrances that I am still burning right now in the winter time, but it's a great fall, winter. I honestly feel like this is a great staple year round. If you're not a seasonal burner, but you like something that lends some warmth and coziness in the evenings, I think this could even be burned in the summertime, to be honest with you. It's just a great fragrance. So it was another one that I knew I wanted a backup of in my collection. Okay, here's the fragrance that a lot of you guys recommended. I have not had this in my collection before, but I decided to go ahead and purchase it while it was on sale. This is Cozy Christmas. Fragrance notes on Cozy Christmas are firewood, Nordic cedar, nutmeg, orange rind, and vanilla bean. And I was sitting there going, why have I not tried this fragrance before? Because all of those sound like fragrance notes right up my alley. And sure enough, you guys, all of you who have recommended this to me on Cold Sniff, I love this. This has a little bit of a smoky element, but not bonfire type of smell. I do detect some citrus in there, and I do detect some tree note. This is actually a fragrance that I think that I am actually going to light this candle up probably this evening. I'm planning to burn this along with Kringle Candles Away in a Manger, which is kind of like a really nice orange pomander type of scent. It's a little bit more clove heavy, balanced out with like a sweet, juicy orange. And I feel like this fragrance would complement that really well. This is not the same fragrance, but I feel like this would also complement a fragrance like Bath and Body Works Winter. You just get a little bit of like a smoky element, but there's a little hint of citrus in here as well. I really, really like this. So I think that I'm going to give this one a few burns. I don't see myself finishing this candle in the month of January, because you are going to see after these 3 candles, the rest of the candles that I purchased, you can tell that I am definitely looking forward to spring and summer fragrances. But I did want to purchase this one and give it a try because so many of you guys recommended this. And I will say on Cold Sniff, I really do love it. So thank you for the recommendation on this. I do like it on cold, and I will plan to burn it. And stay tuned. I shall give you guys some updates in my candle chat series. All right, let's go ahead and talk about another repurchase from the Reserve lineup. This is a candle that came out, I want to say maybe it was around April of 2024. And this is a fragrance that I realized I wanted another of. This is just Reserve Orange. Very plain name here. The fragrance notes on orange are orange, mandarin, green, lemon, lemongrass, red fruits, jasmine, tamarind, musk, and amber. And I'm going to tell you guys, this is such a juicy, it's a more of a summertime orange to my nose, especially. I've always made the distinction between winter and summer oranges. Winter oranges to me have more like some spice mixed with it. There's no spice, no clove, nothing like that. This just actually smells like a freshly peeled orange. I get a little bit of brightness of like a tangerine note in there. I am planning to start burning. I did purchase the Luxe candle from Homeworks in the Tangerine Palazzo, that collaboration that he did with Elton John. I do have that Luxe candle, and I feel like this one might complement that fragrance very well. But I am somebody that I love to burn orange fragrances pretty much this time of the year all the way through summer. So I felt like having another one of these to complement a lot of the lemon fragrances. I have a lot of lemon gourmands in my collection. I feel like this pairs nicely with lime. Orange is like another citrus fragrance in my collection that I can just blend so easily with a lot of other candles that I already own. So I knew that I wanted another one of these, and this was actually on sale, I think, prior to the holidays. I did actually purchase this one prior to the 3-wick or like the other sale. This is basically like 2 orders in one. I just redeemed some free shipping points on actually both of these. So I saved some money on the shipping. But yeah, I love this fragrance. It performs really well. And if you are somebody who just loves a good, juicy orange scent, you don't want the extra spices, you don't want any creaminess or vanilla mixed in with it, just a good orange, I would highly, highly recommend this fragrance. It is probably one of my, if not my favorite, is one of my very favorite orange scents. let's talk about a candle that some of you guys actually might be surprised to see that I repurchased, but I have a theory behind this, or not a theory, I have a purpose behind this. So I did go ahead and purchase a 2-wick of Bananas Foster. Now this candle was sent to me, not this particular one, but I did receive this fragrance last spring, summer, when it was initially launched in the spring of 2024. I want to say that was around February of last year. They did send me this fragrance. However, it was sent in a 3-wick. And one of the things that I experienced with that 3-wick was I did experience some dudding wicks at the midpoint of the burn. But the other thing that I remembered from this fragrance was that I really enjoyed it on cold. However, it is so strong that the 3 wicks on it almost made it smell a little bit burned to me after the 2-hour mark. Now, when I watched some other reviewers, mainly my friend Melanie, Mr. Kongsbaum, she said that her husband loved this fragrance, but she also found the 3-wick to be a little bit too intense. So she went ahead when she reordered it, because her husband liked the fragrance so much, she reordered it in the 2-wick format. And she said that she found the 2-wick more enjoyable. It wasn't as intense for her. So I thought, you know what? This was on sale, I think, for like $12. And I thought, okay, I'm going to go ahead and try picking it up in a medium-sized tumbler in the 2-wick format and see if I enjoy it better, because one of my favorite combinations from last summer was this fragrance mixed with ice cream sandwiches. If you caught my favorite videos of 2024, spoiler alert, ice cream sandwiches ranked quite high in my favorites of 2024. So I was very, very happy to go ahead and repurchase this one. I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it another try. Now, the fragrance notes on Bananas Foster are top notes of banana, brown sugar, and soft spice, mid notes of smoked vanilla bean and butter, and base notes of soft woods and sweet. This to me is so good because it's not Laffy Taffy banana. It's definitely a sweet, creamy banana scent in there. But I do get like kind of like a brown sugar, like a caramelized type of fragrance in here as well. It's not like the banana note that you get, say, in Bath and Body Works Main Street Bakery, which that is more like vanilla wafers with a hint of banana cream in it. This is just really, really good. I really, really enjoy this. And like I said, my favorite combination with this is with their ice cream sandwiches fragrance. So I did want another one in my collection. Another fragrance that I purchased, another repurchase from that 2024 spring and summer lineup, is Kringle Candles Gardenia. This might be another one that you guys might be like, I'm a little bit surprised, Katie. I thought you don't really love florals. And truthfully, florals, I would say, they're probably like second to the bottom of fragrances that I typically gravitate towards. Usually fresh cotton scents are the ones that I am least attracted to, and that is mainly because those fragrance notes tend to give me a headache. However, Gardenia has a slightly nostalgic holding in my heart, I guess. My mom loved Gardenia fragrances, particularly in the summertime, and I can remember going into my grandpa's garden when I was younger and smelling gardenias. So there is a little bit of like a childhood memory unlocked there. The fragrance notes on Gardenia are gardenia, white floral, jasmine, green, musk, and sweet. And this fragrance was initially launched in, gosh, I'm trying to remember. It's been around for a while. They brought it back, I want to say, in like a limited edition packaging in like the larger 2-wicks. I think it was 2022. And I had one of those, and then they re-released it now in like their regular lineup last year. And they had sent me this exact packaging, the 3-wick, and I really enjoyed it. This is definitely your white floral. I do get gardenia in there, but there is a nice sweet balance of jasmine in this as well. I just really, really like this. Now, this is a very, very heady floral. I would say that if you are somebody who might be prone to headaches from florals, this might be a little bit too strong for you, but last year's performed well for me. And the reason why I purchased this is because I like burning this in the early summer with, you guys are not going to be surprised to see me repurchase this one, Sea Breeze. I love this scent. Sea Breeze has fragrance notes of ozone, coconut, fruit, green, coconut, and amber. There's a lot of coconut in this fragrance. It is a coconut heavy scent. This on the 2-wick tumbler has a picture of just like being on a beach with palm trees swaying. And that's kind of what I think of when I smell this. It's not a gourmand coconut. It's definitely like fresh, salty air coconut. but it doesn't smell artificial to me. Sometimes, like I like Bath and Body Works coconut scents. Some of them I really, really enjoy, but sometimes they can lean a little bit too sweet for my liking. So this is not too sweet. This is definitely more like fresh coconut, but the sweetness comes from like a fresh air type of vibe. That's hard for me to describe. Do they have, yeah, fruit. So there's another fruit note in here and a green note. The amber would make it more perfumey. I don't really detect a whole lot of amber in here. Maybe a hint of it in the base. But I just really, really like this fragrance. And this fragrance combined with the Gardenia is a very lovely, beachy. It takes me back to growing up in Southern California. There's something about it that just reminds me of like fresh beach days. So I wanted to make sure I had another one of these. I do actually already have one. So this is the second Sea Breeze candle that is currently in my collection because I do love that fragrance and I always get nervous that they're going to discontinue it. But thankfully they have not. And then finally, the last candle that I repurchased, again, not going to be a shocker to any of you who have been with my channel for a long time. I wanted another backup of fresh lilac. Fresh lilac has fragrance notes of lilac, floral musk, freesia, jasmine, magnolia, sweet pea, and tuberose. And don't let all of those fragrance notes throw you off. If you are somebody who lives in an area where you have fresh lilac bushes growing on your property, or you visited fresh lilac bushes, this is the most authentic lilac fragrance that I have smelled in candle form. It smells like genuinely like fresh cut lilacs. I know that's Bath and Body Works take on it. There's a slightly too perfumey for me, just slightly. I mean, there's similarities. It definitely is a lilac scent. This has a little bit more of like the authentic woodiness that you would get from not only the petals and the stems, but also like the woodiness, I guess, that would be on the lilac bush. I really, really love this fragrance. It is a staple in my spring lineup. I now have two in my collection because I did purchase one a couple of sales ago. This is a fragrance that I absolutely love, and I think it's really pretty in this painted vessel. This is a fragrance that is very synonymous to me with the Easter season, as well as those of you who have been here any length of time know that I've shared this story numerous times. I lived in an area in Southern California where we had a little, like, it's not a ranch, but like an orchard just nearby my house that sold fresh lilacs in the springtime. And I can remember my mom going and they sold them out of this like 100-year-old barn. And I remember going in there and they'd wrap them in the paper, like in the newspaper. And my mom would bring them home and put it in a fresh vase on the mantle. And our whole living room smelled like this. And so it's a very, very sentimental fragrance to me. And I wanted to make sure that I had another one. So if you're ever looking for a great authentic lilac scent, I cannot recommend this one enough. It's the best. It's the best one on the market, in my opinion. So that is the haul that I decided to share with all of you guys. Please feel free to comment down below if you participated in this sale. What did you pick up? Did you purchase any backups? What are any of these candles that I purchased any of your favorites? I would be curious to know. Again, please don't forget to hit thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Consider subscribing to my channel if you are new. I do hauls like this. I do dedicated post-burn reviews, empties, and a whole lot of other fun candle content in between. So if you like to stick around, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and notification bell. It doesn't cost you anything. I do want to say thank you so very, very much for spending your time here with me today. And until my next one, I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day. Bye.